Hello everybody, welcome to the first video of Thursday, recorded late at night, of course it is. Look, new event drops, everybody's doing stuff, we're trying to piece together a lot of information, and of course kind of create guides, spreadsheets, all that lovely stuff. And of course we're going to be going over this right here, which is some recommendations of some champions to use in Incursions. I've put out a community tab post. I don't know if you've seen it. You know, get involved with the community tab, which is this particular one is this one here, which I've at the point of recording this video just posted. Just finding out what teams are you using, what champions are you using, effective stuff, synergies, whatever. Mainly because like. Look, I've got my suggestions, but you're going to have better suggestions. And as part of a community, it's important to get community ideas. So what we'll then do is we'll then update the kind of spreadsheet that I've done right here, which is, you know, teams that I'm using and also recommendations and also put together something below that saying what the community are using. So what it does is kind of like it's got my ideas, your ideas, and it comes together, which I think is brilliant. So top champions to use. Now, just before going anywhere, there's of course there's people out there that are very kind of eager beavers. Shout out to David, and this was cool to see. Somebody already hitting the final rooms of and also getting the Legends badge. You know, fair play, absolutely fair play. But what's more fair play is the team. It's always important to find out like what's the team being used. And of course, great utilization of relics. As a lot of us know, using relics are so darn important. And it looks like this is the health pool of the final Vox champion, which is 2.1 mil. And of course, for a lot of people, it's giving, you know, a lot of challenge. 135,000 health, so attack. So you're going to have to, like, intercept game might have to be on point. And getting that one shot is going to be very, very important. But so, yeah, you go. You don't know how far you go. You may be to go quite far. You know, I'm going to be battling through. I'm doing Sector 5 at the moment, and that's because I want to get a feel for the new kind of like incursion changes, and then kind of like, you know, see where I'm up to with it. Is the AI better? Champions, enemy champions are going up against better, AI better, and stuff like that, which I think is very important. So yeah, David's team was Hercules, of course. We've got Heimdall in there as well, and Kitty Pryde. A very, you know, great smorgasbord. And of course, if you saw the spreadsheet early on, that's some of the champions that we were talking about recommendation wise, which I've referred to as buff or strong boys and girls, or robots or creatures or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I just put boys and girls. It's not meant in any kind of. It's a thing. It's there. Other strong solo synergy options. You know, there's tons of options for this one. Of course, one of the main things to talk about is your persistent-based champions, but also those that interact well with hacks. So one of the main kind of like fun kind of scenarios, and the problem is, like, as much as I like Incursions, it looks like the new system doesn't really see as prevalent the rare hacks that I loved. I used to really love seeing by about the first 2-3 rooms that I was getting Infamous Iron Man, and I was power controlling, and I was getting that degen, and that was something I absolutely loved. But it seems to be that that's not there anymore, and that's annoying. That's annoying because like I was thinking about using a champion in my Sector 5 grind, but I'm like, nah, let's kind of like test the waters. And one of the main ones that I test the waters with was this one right here. So in higher sectors, I'm doing what a lot of people do. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but there's like kind of like an extra option to this. So Hercules is the main champion. Gallon's in and along for the ride. I actually do enjoy using Gallon in Incursions, funnily enough. And then Odin. Odin's in for the pre-fights. Pre-fight buffs, the aptitude one, the protection one, and the other one, which I can't remember, and it's like going past 10 o'clock and I'm thinking about sleeping soon. It's into my life. I just choked up my own spit. That's not good. But yeah, Gallon's there in order to have the seed activated. we make our powerful Cosmic. Our powerful Cosmic, of course, is going to be Hercules. Now, you do have this option of at a certain point kind of getting rid of those two, Galen and Odin, which I might actually do. I'm thinking about testing some stuff out with this run and bringing in Heimdall. When Heimdall gets to intercede, he basically saves you kind of like the hassle when it comes to revives, and also can help out the situation of the furthest fight and sustainability. Now, here's the thing, it's very early doors to test this stuff. Of course, like, you know, David's gone through and absolutely smashed it without with Heimdall, but you know, did he kind of switch out for a like a Galen? Probably not, to be honest, because you kind of like go like, well, he would have had like some pre-fight things there, and doesn't. Is that a rank 5 Hercules? Maybe not. I don't know. I'd say it's unlikely. I think it's a rank 4. But, you know, there you go with all of that. But I think it's always very interesting about the team selection, who you think you might kind of go with, especially with some of the hacks. So, of course, hacks are going to be very important. So, at the point of... and I would say use boosts to just help you out if that's going to be something of an issue. I would say the kind of the weird thing is trying to get some of those kind of like boss hacks as regularly as possible and getting some good ones. Like, being in Zone 4 already, like, I should have had about three boss hacks and, like, common hacks. Well, a ton of common hacks as well in this particular scenario. But as you can see, yeah, like, I've only picked up three hacks overall. So that's something that I do have a bit of an issue with. I'll do a review of Incursions in another video, but that's something to kind of bear in mind. Use them wisely. And I think using them wisely is very important, because then you look at certain situations of bringing in champions that have relics. Most of my champions will have relics with them, and again, it's champions that I'm planning to use will have things that are going to benefit from them as well. So like buff cornucopia, for example. Whenever a buff is gained, 50% chance to gain another buff, this lasting 10 seconds. The chance for this is activate decrease slightly for 8 seconds each time it activates. The chance to decrease ignores ability, accuracy, immunity, and reversal. If the attacker's relic, the decrease is reactivated chance is halved. So do bear in mind relics are going to play a part. There's a really good one with is it Toxic Advance? Maybe Toxic, no, not Toxic Advance. Toxic Advance could be quite good, but there's Lightning Fists. Yeah, so like we got this increase to 500% attack if you do Lightning Fists. Lightning Fists is definitely something that I want to target. Of course, it's going to be like the mini kind of like ones that we've got, the common hacks, but these boss hacks right here, I want to see like a bit more of them. And I don't know as well. I think these are kind of limited boss and common hack changes, but I haven't seen anything for some of the ones I personally like, which is that oh, what is it, the degeneration based ones that have recently came in with the last kind of like few months. I'll tell you what, I love using Galen. He is an absolute beast, and I think this is the thing, if I want to have a champion that is doing like what I need to from the sake of damage, like 44% here, down 2, boom, bye. Love that. Love the Galen. Didn't do all the mediums I wanted to do, but Galen in this content, man, beautiful. Love the buffs as well. Now, I can't remember if I, in this video already, if I kind of like had a little bit of a dig at the extent of kind of like getting like boss nodes and stuff like that. As things progress on, there's little extra things that Kabam have added in, which maybe I kind of eat my words with kind of like being a bit critical. Like these boost hacks, adding, you know, what is it, assault hack and a small onslaught hack, attack and, you know, health. Seeing those helpful. There's also more opportunity for boss hacks, which kind of like happened all of a sudden, going through a few rooms, which is nice. I would say I'm not quite sure on the AI for Photon and Vox. I don't think they're particularly good at the moment, but like can't have everything with it. I would say fought against Photon was not throwing special attacks, which is a bit of a concern, but it's always going to be the same with Kabam and kind of like their AI and consistency, so it is what it is. But, you know, anyway, the point of the video is to say, hey, decent champion options. Shout out to David, who smashed through to Zone 25 already. Some of the champion options, link in the description to check it out. Heimdall, don't overlook that as a champion option to help you out. I will, next room I get into, be testing out with kind of putting him in the team, just kind of help out a little bit more with just kind of keeping the champions alive. Because then Hercules has got this kind of like get out of jail free card, which is helpful. So yeah, that's been it for the video. And check out some other content located on screen. And I'll see you all soon. Have a lovely day and goodbye for now.